Hey guys, it's David Aldridge, author of Guitar Star in 30 Days and founder of David Aldridge Guitar Schools, where I teach you how to play the guitar, boost confidence, one note, one song, and lesson at a time. By the end of this video, you'll know how to play 5 beginner chords you can use to play hundreds of songs. Maybe you're new to guitar, or maybe you've played before. This lesson would be beneficial as it's an introduction to playing easier chords. Then you can work up to more challenging things. Take your time, one step at a time, and you'll get there. People struggle to learn chords because they don't practice changing from one chord to another enough times. So please do me a favour. Make sure you keep practicing these 5 chords consistently each day. I want you to be excellent at this. So let's jump straight into step 1. Okay, so the first chord you're going to learn is G. So we have 2 different types of chords. We have what we call major chords, which just has a letter, and they're happy chords. And then we have minor chords, which sound sad. So we have happy and sad sounds in songs. So let's jump straight in and let's do a happy sounding chord first of all. So we're going to make sure our thumb is behind the neck. And again, today I'm going to be using the guitar pick. The thumb is facing up towards the ceiling. And we're going to wiggle finger 3 like this. All right, so finger 3 is going to go on string 1 at the 3rd fret. So just follow along with me. I'm going to find that here. And if you need to help out with your right hand to just place your finger here, or you could ask a parent to help out. But you want to make sure the finger's there. Then we're going to pinch between the thumb and finger. And we're going to keep that pressure down, so we don't want to release the pressure. We're going to keep pushing down, and we're going to take our pick or our thumb, and we're just going to glide lightly over the strings, or the first 3 strings or 4 strings. Now that's a chord of G. Congratulations, that's your first chord. Alright, let's take a look at the next one, which is G. Hit the subscribe button and be notified every time I push new videos about learning how to play the guitar and building confidence. 7. So now we're going to wiggle finger 1, and we're going to place finger 1 on string 1 at the 1st fret this time. So again, making sure the thumb's pointing up towards the ceiling. And we're pinching and we keep applying pressure. Even if your finger hurts, just see if you can keep that down for a few seconds. And then we're going to strum again. And that's G7. Alright, so chords sometimes have a number in them as well. Okay, so there's 2 chords. Alright, here's the next chord, which is C. So we're going to wiggle finger 1. And then this time we're going to place finger 1 on string 2 at fret 1. So it lives above G7 on string 2. Again, same technique, applying the same pressure. And then we're going to strum 3 strings. So 1st, 2nd and 3rd string like this. Alright, okay. So that's your 3rd chord. So then the 4th chord is what we call an E minor chord. So this chord is now a sad one. I hope you're enjoying today's tutorial. If you have any questions, post them in the comments section below. Stay in the game, keep engaged, and go back and watch this video if you need to. And we're going to strum call open strings. So we're not pushing down here, we're just strumming the 1st, 2nd and 3rd string only. And you can hear that sounds quite sad, as opposed to the major chord that sounds happy. Alright, so we've got G, it's a little bit of a recap. We've got G, G7, C, E minor. Okay, we have kind of the making of a song. All right, so there we have 4 chords. Okay, so your 5th chord is an E major chord. Okay, so what we're going to do, wiggle finger 1. But if you're still here watching, I have nothing but props for you. I honour your dedication to your practice and what you're essentially doing here. And we're going to place this now on string 3 at fret 1 like this. So it lives above C on string 3. Again, we're going to make sure the thumb's facing the ceiling. And we're going to apply pressure, and then we're going to strum from string 3. Right, so that's an E chord. Brilliant. So pause this video if you need to and get really familiar with those chords. And then meet me in step 2, where we're going to problem solve, just in case you're getting any muted sounds or any buzzing sounds. Hey, I care about your progress. I want you to be incredibly good at guitar. When you finish this video today, here's the first thing I want you to do. Here's your homework. Practice changing between these 5 chords for at least 5 minutes daily. Let's make that promise. Then go check out my book, Guitar Star in 30 Days. The link is in the description. Okay, so welcome to step 2. Step 1, you learned 5 chords: G, G7, C, E minor, and E major. So you probably had a look at those chords and you getting some undesirable sounds maybe, or maybe you didn't, maybe you just played them. But what I want to do, either way, I want you to just keep watching, okay, because there's always something we can improve upon and pick up from a teacher. Alright, so let's say we're going to do the first one. Let's say we're getting this sound, which is a buzzing sound. You're like, what's going on there? Okay, so that essentially means that maybe you're not using the fingertip, you could be using the fleshy part of the finger, because if we use the fingertip, it's the bony part of the finger and we can get more stop there. So that could be one thing. The second thing could be that you're not tucked up behind the fret. So if we're over here, we get a lot of kind of buzzing sounds. So you want to just tuck up behind the fret, making sure you're on the fingertip and you're applying enough pressure so the string touches the fretboard, and you've got to keep it pinned to the fretboard. And you want to just keep practicing that, maybe on G or G7, until you just find that real sweet spot of the note and everything just opens up with the sound. Okay. The second thing that could be going wrong, especially on maybe C and the E chord, is that the finger's lying flat and it's muting the string over underneath. So what we want to do here is to arch the finger around like this, so we're not leaning on the string below. This is what I used to struggle with when I was starting out learning guitar, and it was quite difficult just to get the distal joints of my finger to just bend. But it happens. You just got to be persistent and practice with this. And when I remember when I was a kid, my teacher used to try and, well, he did eventually try to put a pen or a pencil under my hand, and that helped then to curve my finger into the string, and then it stopped muting the string underneath. So that could be one of the things that is stopping you from getting the great sound that you want. So another way I'm just going to give you one more problem solving thing that you can do, is to play what we call an arpeggio. So I'm just going to jump back to G here, and we can actually pluck from string 3 to string, so pluck in each string individually from string 3 to string 1, and just making sure every note is ringing true within that chord. Then you can do the same on G7, and then C. And if it isn't, then just problem solve with the tips I've shared with you today until you get all the notes ringing true within the chords, and then you're halfway there. People struggle to learn chords because they don't practice changing from one chord to another enough times. So please do me a favour, make sure you keep practicing these 5 chords consistently each day. I want you to be excellent at this. If you are still here, it's been an honour teaching you. Until next time, go practice every day, believe you can do this, and as always, believe in yourself as much as I believe in you.